Hello guys, welcome to the second video on my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to make data stores. So like when a player joins, their data will load. So basically players won't lose all their progress every time they leave the game and stuff. Alright, so first thing, you're going to need your game published, and you're going to need to go into game settings, security, and you're going to need to turn on HTTP requests and API services. So then we're going to create a script, and I'm going to create a variable data store service. So I hope everyone watching this video has some basic scripting knowledge right here. So we're going to get the data store service. Alright, so good. Now that we have our data store, we're gonna make our data. We're gonna make where our data is gonna be saved. I'm just gonna name it game data. So we're gonna do data store service get data store. So we're gonna create like a data store kind of where all of the think of the data store as like a how do I explain this? It's like a big box of all these things, and in the box is a bunch of data, basically. It's not a very good description. So now we're going to need to create a player added function, and now we're going to create some basic things to save, like leader stats. So we're going to create a value. So everything. So folder player. So there's two parameters: instance.new, the value, the object that you wanna make, and its parent. Anyways, leader stats dot name equals leader stats. So, and then we're gonna create some and then let's do coins. I like coins. Instance. Oh my gosh. Instance dot new int value. The parent's gonna be leader stats, and coins dot value equal, or not coins dot value, coins dot name equals. Actually, I'm gonna make this capital C. Alright, so now that we got our leader stats created, now let's save data. So this is gonna be very important. So the key is we're just gonna make it be player underscore, then it's gonna be the player's user ID. So the key is gonna be where all the players' data is stored. So basically, like, the key is like, how do I explain this? So basically, like, the key is like a folder, and inside of it is all the players' progress that they worked for. Now you could use the name, but then when they change their name, all their data will be gone. So we're gonna use user ID. In fact, let's just do, instead of player underscore user ID, in fact, let's just do user ID. So now we're gonna create a P call. So P calls are basically, so when I get an error like this right here, so as you can see, I got an error and it just completely breaks the script. It doesn't move on. So a P call, so a P call basically makes it so even if there is an error, the script won't break. So and then inside of here, actually, let's create a variable outside. So this is kind of like an undefined variable right there, data. So then we're gonna, So data equals game data colon get async. So this is loading the player's data. So okay, so there's two functions of the data store. Well, there's get data store, get order data store, stuff like that. I'm not gonna go into order data store. But get async is, think of async as the data. So when they join, it's gonna go game data, get data basically, and then it's gonna get the data under this key. Like, let's say our player user ID was 1, then it'd find all the data underscore key 1. So if success, then coins dot value equals data in square brackets, whatever you call them, coins, and this is basically gonna load the player's data, everything inside of here. So it's gonna go data, and then it's gonna find the player's coins inside of the data. All right, now we're gonna need to make it where it saves data. Now we're gonna need to make this a function, and later I'll explain why. All right, so we're just gonna copy the key right here. All right, there you go. So now we gotta, let me just replace that with player. So now we're gonna create we're gonna say local data once again, but this time we're gonna make like a dictionary table. I'm pretty sure, actually, yeah, you have to use a dictionary. We're gonna say coins equals player dot leader stats. So basically we're creating a new page in our dictionary, or a new index value, whatever. I'm not good at explaining things. Player dot leader stats dot coins dot value. Alright, so now we're gonna create another p call. You can call success and fail whatever you want. A lot of people call it success, come error message. I'd call it fail. Anyways, p call function. And this time we're gonna do game data colon set async. So remember how I told you set async, or async is kind of like data. So this here, we're gonna call this when the player leaves. We're gonna call the function when the player leaves, and so when the player leaves, we're gonna want to set async. Basically, we're gonna want to get the player's data. So, anyways, we're gonna say if success, then let's just print data saved for, let's just do player name just to show you. Alright, anyways, and then let's just say else warn error saving data for player.name / key. Actually, let's change this to print. And then a warn is basically like print, except it comes out in orange text, so it's kind of like, I guess like it comes off as more important. And then we're gonna say error, and it's gonna print out the error message, which would be if it failed up here. Now let's make a game.players.player removing connect function player. So I put the player parameter up there. So we're gonna need to save data. Then we're gonna use this player parameter. Alright, now, so this is gonna fire when a player leaves the game, but if the game shuts down, it's not gonna save the data. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to make a bind to, and this is the reason I made it the function, because it's gonna need to be called in 2 scenarios. And then we're just gonna wrap this in the function. and then we're just gonna do, and then so game colon bind to close detects when the game shuts down. So like if I went to so kind of like if I did this, then everybody would get kicked from the game. So yeah, so basically when the game shuts down, we're going to need to loop through every single player and save their data. Save data. Alright, now it should work. Now sometimes data stores don't work. Sometimes data stores don't work properly, so you need to like kind of where's my game? So you need to test them out in the real game anyways. Alright, so now let's go back to let's go back to create. Where's the game? Updated 20 seconds ago. Yep, that's the one. Alright. So now let's go into here. So as you can see, I got my coins up there. Now let's go / console. So we got this error, attempt to index nil with coins because there's no data yet. So let's just change our data real quick. Game.players.code1.leaderstats.coins.value equals, let's make it 10. There you go, see, now it's 10. So now let's leave the game. And now let's join back. And there you go. We now have 10 coins. Let's read the console. Oh wait, alright, never mind. Hold on. I just got lost in my own mind. Now let's check if it works when we now check if it works when the game shuts down. Game.players.code1.coins.value equals, let's make it 100 this time. Oops. Game.players.code1. I didn't put leader stats in there. Coins.value equals. Let's make it 100 now. As you can see, it's 100. And now instead of leaving the game, we're gonna shut it down. Did I just mess up something? Oh, there you go. Okay, I might have pressed now. Alright, so now let's rejoin. And as you can see, we have 100 coins. Alright, so, let me get a cringy dance. There you go. This emote feels, I feel like it was very lazily made. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate you subscribing. Anyways, bye.